Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander in General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been letting the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that we are the true Israelites according to the Bible, the real Jews, you understand? And this is the Long Island ISUPK class. And today we're going to continue in on finishing Esau kept his word to Lakia, and at the same time, Esau's word is his destruction. You understand? We already know who Esau is and how he kept his word. You understand? From his forefather Esau saying that he will slay his brother in the book of Genesis. You understand? And he's been doing that since then to now, 2022. You understand? He's been killing blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians with the sword, with the pen, whatever means or whatever matters, by bringing drugs into the country, by killing us, riddling us with bullets. You understand? By not hiring us. Any way the oppressor, any way or form the oppressor has a chance to kill blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, believe he will take it. And history proves it. You know what I'm saying? History proves it from the time the pilgrims came to the island Hispaniola. You understand? Until the colonizers came to North America. You understand? Until the conquistador went over there to Mexico, Central America, South America. You understand? When he brought the so-called Judites and Benjamites and Levites from West Africa and enslaved them. Whatever the white man, the oppressor, can do to destroy blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, he's going to take it. He's going to do it. It's in his blood. You understand? He hates us, like it says in the book of Genesis. But we're going to start this off with the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 18. And it reads, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hand. Or in the beginning of the verse, it says, servants have rule over us. We know this is the book of Lamentations, and Lamentations mean you're mourning, you're crying, you're upset. You know what I'm saying? You're lamenting over the fact of you being oppressed. So this is clearly Israelite talking about this. Is the Lamentations of Jeremiah. And the us is talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But the thing you have to understand, who is the servant in the beginning of the verse? Who is the servant in the beginning of the verse that this chapter, that the beginning of this verse in the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 8, says servants. Let's go all the way back to the book of Genesis. Let's go back to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And it reads, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bow. Right here, when it says two nations, right? Two nations in the word, two nations mean two nations of people. You know, so you have the nation of the nation of Israel, and you have the nation of Edom. You understand? And I use those two probably to, I'm getting ahead of the verse, but I use those two. You understand? These are two separate races of people. The word nation and race go synonymous. You understand? It's a loop. They mean the same thing. You understand? So when it says again, two nations of people in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated. Two manner of people. Manner means mannerism. You understand? One people do this, and other people do this. One people are righteous, and one people are disgusting. One people are pathetic. One people are unruly. You understand? That's what it means by two manner of people. Salakia. We continue. Shall be separated from thy bow, and one shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. One race of people will be stronger. One race of people were so strong that they would endure the countless the countless and unjust that's been happening to them. They will overcome everything. You understand? They will get out of slavery and invent so many things when they come out of slavery, like the spark plug, like Salakia, the traffic stoplight, the radiator, the air conditioner, open heart surgery. This is how mighty and strong these people are. The television. You know what I'm saying? They would dominate every sport. You know what I'm saying? They would be so smart that they're the reason why this country is successful. America, you understand? They're the reason why this country has old slave money they're still spending, you understand? Our people are stronger, physically and mentally and spiritually, you understand? Our people. And that's you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You are that stronger people, you understand? But the verse also says, Salakia, and then the other people. Who are the other people? Let's read. Salakia. Where am I at? Salakia. And the elder shall serve the younger. That sounds like servitude. That sounds like servitude that the other scripture was getting at in the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 8. Let's skip down to verse 25. Salaki, see who these people are, who these nations are. These two people of different mannerisms are. Verse 25. The first came out, Salaki, the first came out red, all over, and hairy like a garment. And they called him Esau. There's only one people on the planet that's red. You know what I'm saying? We call him the so-called white man because he called himself white. He calls himself right. He has white privilege. He has white power. He's the one that calls himself right. But in reality, he's red. He's red. He's red in emotion. You understand? He's red when he's happy. He's red when he's upset. He's red when he's sad. He's red when he's hungry. He's red when he's sick. And when he dies, he's going to be red. You understand? This is the oppressor. This is the white man, the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Esau. That's his name. Let's keep reading. Salakia. Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took over on his heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Jacob is the progenitor of all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. When you read in the Bible, Jacob and Israel go synonymous too, because Jacob's name got changed to Israel because he wrestled an angel. The name Israel means prince of power. Every so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, woman, and child are the prince and princesses of power. And that power is the Most High God, because we are children of the Most High God, and we belong to him. And that's our power. So let's go back to the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 8. And it reads, servants have ruled over us. You know what I'm saying? Now we know that the servant is the white man, the so-called oppressor, Esau, Edomite, you know what I'm saying? That's the German, the Portuguese, the Spanish, Slovakia, the Italian, the Greek, the Armenian, the Swiss, the German, you know what I mean? The Ukrainian, the Russian, you know what I mean? The Belgian. These are our servants, you understand? These are all servants. And the book of Lamentations is saying how Jeremiah is saying servants have rule over us because you know why? We're being oppressed. They were being oppressed. The oppressor has a stronghold on them like he has us today. You understand? And this is Esau keeping his word because Esau hates Jacob. Esau hates Jacob because he believed his birthright was took of him when he sold that birthright. He never wanted that birthright, and he tried to lie about it. But the birthright was never meant for him. The birthright was meant for Jacob. It meant for Jacob and his seed, because Jacob was a chosen seed, and his children will inherit the blessings of the birthright. You understand? The birthright to rule this world. You know what I'm saying? The birthright to be a nation of priests and kings under the Most High God. You understand? But let's continue the verse. Salakia. There is none that do deliver us out of their hand. And that's what it feels like. That's what it felt like today, and that's what it feels like right now in 2022. That it feels like they have their hand around our neck. No one can deliver us, you understand? But that's one of the curses the Most High God put upon us, you understand? That a nation will know that we will be sold into slavery and no other nation will buy us, you understand? The only person who can get us out of this situation is the Most High God. And for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to get out of this is to follow the laws and statutes of the Most High God so these curses can be lifted from us, you understand? How much do we have to how much do we have to realize who this man is, who this person is, that he doesn't love us, that he has no care for us, he has no compassion for us. We're not his ideas with him to succeed. He wants us dead. You understand? He wants us in servitude and he wants us dead. I mean, goddamn, wear the MAGA hats. You understand? Make America great again. The only time that these oppressors, these disgusting people in America was great is when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was enslaved. You understand? When we had to go laugh in a laughing box when we wanted to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Show some type of joy. When we had to look down on the ground talking to a goddamn oppressor. That's what make America great for them is. They want free labor. You understand? They want free labor because he's a nasty, lazy, disgusting beast he is. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians need to wake up and realize who the hell he is and who we are. That they're trash and that we're the most high and that we are the most high God's precious people, chosen people, you understand? That he prefers us over them and every other nation. But let's keep reading. Let's go to the book of Salakia. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 5. And it reads, there's an evil which I've seen under the sun, as that error which proceedeth from the rule. Let's read that again, Salakia. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the rule. You understand? And this people, who is this people? Who is the evil under the sun which proceedeth the rule to rule? Let's read the next verse, Salakia. Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit low. It's in the rich sit in low place, Salakia. Understand? That evil that's under the sun that preceded the rule is the oppressor, is Esau, the so-called white man. He's the one that preceded the rule, you understand? Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have been taken down from their high places. Not because of them, you understand? Salakia. They do play a part because the Most High God has put curses on us. You understand? We will not sit on high anymore because we decided not to follow the Most High God, not follow the laws, statutes, commandments that He set to us. He's given to us, no other nation. We decide to act like these other nations, do what they do, follow what they do, and to be unlawful like them. And because of that, the Most High God has cursed us. And this is the reason why a man's slocky. And this is the reason why when verse 6 says, folly is set on great dignity. You understand? What's the word folly mean? What's the word folly mean? There's one thing you're going to learn in the ISUPK, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. We're scholars in here. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to go to get our dictionary or go to Google. Right now I have my phone because I don't have my dictionary on me at hand. It's lucky for that. And we're going to research what the word folly means. What does folly mean? You understand? Folly. Service slow Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Come. Folly. Noun. Lack of good sense. Foolishness. So let's read the verse. Verse 6. Lack of good sense is set on great dignity. This is a clear description of who the oppressor is. It's clearly talking about Esau, so-called white man, because foolishness is running this world right now. A lack of sense is running this world. Well, you have a people that legalize gay marriage. You understand? A people that a people that say it's okay for a man and woman. It's lucky for a man and a woman to be married, call that marriage, or people who go into history books and remove slavery out of it because they feel bad at what they did. They want to cover up the truth. You understand? Or people who legalizes crack houses in Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? People where instead of saying that homosexuality is bad or not to do drugs, slack it, because when you share that needle, you can pass diseases. You understand? When you're on drugs, you destroy the family. Instead of having common sense to say homosexuality is wrong, or having common sense to say all these unclean foods shouldn't be in supermarkets, or having common sense to say we should have no drug houses no more. You know what I'm saying? This is the foolishness of these people. You understand? Or having common sense and not having common sense to rule this world, because it's not for them to rule this world. It's for Israelites to rule this world. You understand? And it says right here, to lock you. Finish verse 6. And the rich sit at low place. Who are the rich? Who's the rich that the end of this verse is talking about in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6? It's like chapter 10, verse 6. So let's go all the way to the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. It's Lakia. We're going to find out who the rich is. Who is the rich? Bear with me, Israel. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and thy tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. We're going to stop right there. The verse says, I know thy works, and I know thy tribulations. Understand? This verse is talking about Israel. Israelites. We are the only people who have the works, because we are the works in the tribulations, because we are the only people who are chosen to serve the Most High God. If you go to the book of Psalms, chapter 147, and to chapter 147 and verses 19, verse 20, you'll realize that the Most High God has chosen Israel, has chosen Jacob to deal with, and no other nations. That Jacob was bestowed the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. That means servitude to the Most High God. We are a nation of priests and kings. There's no other nation. No other nation could perform priestly duties other than Israel. If you're not black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, you have no works. The only work you have as a heathen is iniquity. You have works of iniquity if you're not a black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, because you're not chosen to serve God. You're not chosen to perform the priestly duties. You're not chosen to rule the world. And when it says tribulations, Salakia, Tribulations. In that tribulations, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have been going through a lot. From the times of the from the times of Genesis all the way to the times of Revelations than right now. We're going through a lot because we're going through these curses, you understand? That's tribulations, going through these curses the most high God has put upon us. You understand? Being enslaved by another nation. Being enslaved by another nation because we've turned our backs on the most high God, because the most high God is trying to show us what we're supposed to do. That we're not supposed to be doing this, we're supposed to be doing that. And this is how the most God does this. This is how he punishes like a good father. That's why he's a good father. When a good father punishes his kids, he will punish you to make sure that you're not doing the wrong no more. He'll ignore you to make sure that you get online, that you stay on a track that he set you on. That's what good fathers do. A good father is supposed to do. A good father is not slugging. Is not gonna reward poor behavior. A good father is gonna reward good behavior. And that's what the Most High God is doing to Israel right now. We're on punishment right now. We're on punishment. We're going through these curses right now. We're going through these curses with high blood pressure, being arrested, being killed, gangbanging, drugs, homosexuality, STDs, and other sexual transmitted disease. You understand? No fathers in the household, mothers barely being in the household, our kids being abducted. We're going through these tribulations. You understand? We're the ones going through the tribulations. And when it says right here, it's Salakia, but thou art rich. You have to understand, thou art rich. What makes us rich is that we have the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. But you don't have to believe me. Let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to the words of God. Salakia. Let's go stay in the same book. Salakia, not same book. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 9. Bear with me, Israel. Salakia. I'm recording this late as a mug, but the work must get done. No excuses. And that's one less. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 9, because we're going to understand what makes us so rich. What makes blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians a people undesired? You know what I'm saying? A nation undesired, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, have you know, is one nation. We're one blood. We're not separate. But being cursed, being under the rulership of this oppressor, you understand, with his knee on our necks, we've been taught that we are separate people, three separate people. You understand? That blacks are separate people, that Hispanics are separate people, that Native Americans are separate people. It gets even harder than that. When you go into the division of blacks, they tell you Americans, the African American, the Haitian, and the West Indians are different races of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the fact. It's a reason like that because they made sure, the oppressor made sure that Israel was no more in remembrance, you understand? But let's get back here. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, Slakia, chapter 29, verse verse 9. It's late, Slakia, no excuses. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 9. Therefore, keep thy word of this covenant and do them, and they, Slakia, and ye may prosper in all thy ye do. You understand? When it says, Slakia, the book of Deuteronomy is one of the books, one of the five books of Moses. One of the five books, the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Slakia, book of Deuteronomy, Genesis, Exodus, Salakia, Numbers, and Salakia, uh, Levi, Levitation, Salakia. The first five books is taught. That's the law. You understand? And this book was written by Moses. And what Moses is teaching the people of Israel in the book of Deuteronomy is the law. And when you see in the Bible what it says right here, I read again, keep thy words of this covenant. The words is the law, statute, commandments of God. Do this. Don't do this. You understand? You do this, this will happen to you. Keep this statute. You understand? That's the word of the Most High God. It was only bestowed on blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who are the children of Israel. You understand? But it also says right here, Salakia. It also says right here, the words of this covenant. The word covenant means contract, an agreement between the Most High God and his children, an agreement he had with the lost 12 tribes of Israel. He doesn't have this contract, this covenant with no other people. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it with the Chinese. He doesn't have it with the African. He doesn't have it with the Arabic, and he damn sure does not have it with the European. You understand? Because we know the white man is disgusting, and the Most High God hates him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go to the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. But it keeps reading right here. But keep reading. Salakia. Do them, and ye may prosper in all you do. Now, the word prosper. What does the word prosper mean? Again, if you don't understand what the word means, we go research it. Because everything has a meaning. Everything has a meaning. What the Most High God says is true. Like the scripture said, the Most High God's word is not grievous. So I'm paraphrasing. But we want to know what the word prosper means. Because we got to know what it means. Salakia, prosper. Salakia, bear with me, Israel. Da, 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 Meaning. Prosper, succeed, material items, be financial success, flourish physically, grow strong, healthy. You understand? If we follow the law, statute, commandments, we'll be prosper. You understand? That's being rich. We'll be prosperous in this world. You understand? We'll be prosperous. But let's continue the verse. Let's go to verse 10. Salakia. Ye stand this day, all do, Salakia, Salakia. Ye stand this day, all of you, before the Most High, before the Lord, your God, your captains of your tribes, your elder, and of officers, with all men of Israel. You understand? You'll prosper. You'll prosper. You understand? What's prosperous? What's prosperous? You know what I'm saying? When you follow the laws of the Most High God, you prosper. You understand? That's what makes you rich. You'll prosper in all things you do. You can't go wrong with following the laws and statutes of the Most High God. You understand? Because when you don't, you see what's going on to us right now. You have Esau. You have this oppressor on your neck. Wanted to kill you, wanted to take your babies, wanted to pump you full of drugs. You understand? Wants you on welfare. He wants to take your father out the house. And these are the curses. This is not prosperous. It's not prosperous to eat all unclean food. You get high blood pressure, you get all these diseases, you understand? It's not prosperous to not love your brother, you understand? Because he's going through the same thing you are. It's not prosperous to love for blacks to hate Hispanics and Hispanics to hate blacks, and no one gives a damn about the Native American Indians. Understand? It's prosperous to love your brother, and that's the law and that's the law of God to love your brother. You know what I'm saying? But let's understand what does it mean to be rich? We have the law, statute, commandments, right? So what does it mean to be rich? What does it mean to be prosperous? Being rich means prosperous. We gotta understand. Let's go to the book of same chapter, but let's go to verse 1, chapter 28. Slakia, chapter 28, verse 1. What does it mean to be rich? How does it mean to be rich when you follow the law, statute, and the Most High God? So we go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. It reads, And it shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations on the earth. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come over thee and overtake thee, and it shall hearken, it's lucky, and if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So that's what it means to keep the word. To keep the word of the Most High God is to follow the laws, statutes, commandments which he bestowed on blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. To observe and to do all these, you understand? To hearken, to listen. You understand? Will be set on high. When you look at the oppressor, Salakia, when you look at the oppressor, the white man, Esau, he's set on high. He's rich, you understand? Look, for example, look at those fake Jews over there in the land of Israel. They get paid billions of dollars every year. Every year for absolutely nothing. You understand? They get paid billions of dollars every year. What's that? What's the word? That's Slovakia. Slovakia for not knowing the word. But they getting paid, you know what I'm saying? They getting paid. It's like a tax, you understand? That's supposed to be happening to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Will all nations come to us and pay us for being priests and prophets of the Most High God? Will all nations bow down and give us their trinkets? You understand? But instead, we're paying America. The world's paying that to disgust the people who are not the Jews. You understand? Who are fakes. You understand? Look at America. They're the world police. Everyone looks towards America to deliver them. You know what I'm saying? Bring how you say bring democracy. They bring democracy whatever land there is. But really all that means is they're going in there to take something they want and they're gonna kill everybody and take oil, resources, you understand? But when you but when Israel gets to rule the world, when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans finally follow the law, statute, and commandments of the Most High God, you understand? We'll be set on top of the world, you understand? We'll be getting all the natural resources. We'll be getting all the oil. Or not the oil, Salaki, because this white man is so folly. He's digging up the oil from the earth, and that's like and that's the blood of the earth. You understand? If you don't put your oil in your car engine, you're going to blow up your engine because there's nothing to stop the friction. You understand? And you wondering why there's earthquakes. 'Cause there's nothing to smooth out the damn continents. You understand? There's nothing in between that. So it's like liquid joints. They're friction. That's why you have all these earthquakes. But we have a folly man ruling the world who wants to drain oil out of everywhere on the planet. Wants to drain the planet. And you wonder why there's earthquakes around. You understand? But again, when Israel rules the world, there won't be none of that. Because everyone will be delivering it to us, you understand? That's being set above all nations on the earth, like the oppressor is. He's not supposed to be on top. He's the servant, you understand? And that's his destruction. That's one thing that is guaranteed to happen, that he's gonna go back to his place, you understand? We're gonna be on top and he's at the bottom. He's gonna be at the bottom. You understand? He's gonna serve Jacob, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, the lost soul tribes of Israel. Understand? Because he's going to want to be destroyed. Because you know why? Esau's word is his destruction for what he's done. For what he's done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You understand? For taking the father out of the household. You understand? Having a war on drugs, which is really a war on blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because you understand, we didn't bring the drugs into the country. We don't have the we don't control the airports, the ports, the ports from the airplane or the bay, the ports on the ocean. We don't control none of that. You understand? We don't have control of none of that. They give men football numbers for having a thing a little bit of drugs in them, saying on intent to sell. RICO laws and all that. Everything they've done, laws, everything they've done to put a black man and Hispanic man down, put him in jail, you understand? And it's a crime committed to him, you understand? It's a crime when you take a people and destroy their history. Not only you destroy their history, you make them forget and then give our history to another people, another set of people, another tribe of Edomites, and let them and have them fancying around saying that they're the chosen people of God. But you know they're not. You understand? You know they're not. Let's go back to the book of Revelations. Salakia. Let's go back to the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9, and finish that chapter, Salakia. It reads, I know thy works and I know thy tribulations. Slack. I know thy works and thy tribulations. That's you, so-called black man. You have the workings. You have the works. You understand? You have the works of being a priest and prophet of the Most High God. The Most High God knows your works. The Most High God knows deep down in your spirit. Deep down in your spirit, you understand that you love the Most High God, but you have to fight your flesh. You have to fight your carnality. You understand? You have to keep fighting because the Most High God, He loves fighters. He loves His fighter. He loves those that will fight His flesh for His spirit to flourish and be strong. Because you have to fight your flesh. You understand? The flesh that says go on have sex with every woman you want. You know what I'm saying? Your flesh that says go ahead and fight your brother. You have to fight that. You know, and your flesh that says I want these drugs. Your flesh that says I want to eat unclean food. You have to fight. Fight all those unclean spirits in you and let your spirit dwell. Because your spirit calls out for the Most High God. Your spirit calls out for the Most High God, but you be distracted by this goddamn devil. You understand? And it says in tribulations, the Most High God sees what we're going through. The Most High God sees how we're going through all types of pain, all types of tribulations, all types of trauma being around this damn beast in North America, in the Americas, you understand? Because he has his knee on our neck. He has his knee on his neck, and he's been trying to kill us forever, but we won't die. Because you know why? We're the lost 12 tribes of Israel, chosen by the Most High God. You understand? Salakia. But but thou art rich, and we're rich. We're rich because we have the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God that guarantees us to be prosperous. You understand? That guarantees us to rule on the earth, rulers of the earth, set above high above all nations. But blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians got to stop sinning. We have to start sinning and come back to the Most High God. Come back to our culture, which was stolen from us. Come back to our culture and fight that carnal spirit, that carnality, you understand? And separate from all these nations, and especially separate from the goddamn white man. Separate from Esau. Don't do his ways, you understand? Don't do nothing. Right now, these three wicked ass holidays are coming up. Coming up. You got Halloween, which is a demonic holiday. A demonic holiday where our kids get taken. Our kids get taken, it won't be found. And if they do get found, organs are missing. And if they do get found, they've been sexually molested, you understand? And you got Thanksgiving, which is another disgusting holiday. Disgusting holiday. How do you think you Salaki? It's a disgusting holiday, and you should be mad as a so-called black Hispanic Native American man. It's a holiday of the slaughter of the Gadites. You know what I'm saying? Of the Reubenites. You know what I'm saying? The North American Indian and the Seminole Indians. How do you celebrate that? How do you celebrate the massacre of your brothers over here in North America? You know what I'm saying? That's why we should separate, not follow those goddamn holidays. Because you know why? It is folliness. He's a nonsensical person, a nonsensical beast. And we follow this goddamn fool. You understand? We should not follow him. And then you have Christmas. You have Christmas, a disgusting sick holiday, you understand? We've been told that that's the birth of our Lord and Savior Christ, which is not the case. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say our Lord, our Savior, King Yahushua Mashiach, who we call Jesus Christ, was born near the Sabbath, on the Sabbath. You understand? But you know who was born on Christmas? The person who was born on Christmas is the first enemy of the Most High God, post flooding. You understand? Post flooding, the first enemy of God who built the Tower of Babel. You understand? Who wanted to fight God? Who wanted to challenge God? You understand? And he's a disgusting African bastard, you understand? And this is why we shouldn't celebrate Christmas, because our oppressor has us celebrating these unholy, disgusting pagan holidays, and we should separate from them, you understand? But let's continue this verse, you understand? Continue this verse to show how wicked he is. And it says, and I know the blasphemy of them would say they are the Jews. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanics, Native American man in this country, we have not been calling us the Israelites. We have not been calling ourselves Jews until 1969. You understand? Until 1969, when the Most High God showed us mercy. You understand? By showed us mercy, and He brought the truth to the ISUPK. When He showed truth to the One West, for brothers and sisters to realize and understand who we are, that we're not Africans, that we're not Jamaicans, that we're not Mexicans, that we're not El Salvadorians. Names that this oppressor has given us, you understand? That we are the true Jews. We are the true Jews, you understand? But this nasty, disgusting bastard has been calling himself a Jew for a couple hundred years now. And the Most High God knows. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God knows it's blasphemy. And it says in the scriptures that prophecy there are people who are going to call themselves the Jews. They are not the Jews. And we're going to keep reading. It's Salakia. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. They are not. They are not the true God. They are not the true children of Israel. You understand? Those people who call themselves Jews is funny because they're a mixture of Ukrainians and Russian people today. Those people who are calling themselves Jews are truly the white man. They are Esau. They are Edomites. You understand? Those people who call themselves Jews in Israel and over here in the Americas, they have no bloodline ties to Jacob. Their forefather is Esau. He's red just like him, and he's hairy just like him, and he's disgusted like him. You understand? Salakia. We're gonna keep reading. But all the synagogue of Satan, because they are the children of Satan. They are the children of Satan because they lie, they don't understand the scriptures, and they celebrate these wicked, nasty ass holiday, and they are vile, disgusting people, and they're just disgusting. You understand? These people are not the Most High God's chosen children. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians are the chosen children of God, and we have to come back to the Most High God. Because you understand, the Most High God is going to destroy this wicked country called North America, and we have to get back to the laws, statutes, commandments, if we want the Most High God to protect us. You understand? You see what's going on with the world with war. War is breaking up, and rumors of wars going on right now. President Putin just goddamn. He said, I believe, Slovakia. I came across this on the web, social media, where President Putin right now, he's telling America he's not bluffing with nuclear arms. You understand? But you shouldn't worry if you're following the Most High God. But you gotta understand that this country's going down. North America's going down. The kingdom of Esau is going down worldwide, and you have to separate from him because you know why? Esau's word is his destruction. You understand? The simple fact that Esau says he's going to kill and slay his brother, the Most High God sees that. When Esau says he's going to kill his brother Jacob, the Most High God knew the reason why he wants to kill this man. You understand? There's a reason why the Most High God hates Esau, and you have to know who you are. That you are a chosen child of Israel. You are a Jacobite. You are an Israelite. You understand? You were not Esau. So let's finish up the verse over here in the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let's go back to chapter 10 real quick. Salakia. Chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon their high horse, Salakia, upon horses, and princes walking as servants on the earth. You understand? And this is the precept for Lamentations. You understand that the servant is Esau because he's the one supposed to be serving the stronger brother. He's the one that's supposed to be strong and serving blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You understand? But Esau, he didn't want that. Esau hated his brother because he didn't get that birthright when the birthright did not belong to him. You understand? Esau is going to be destroyed for having God's chosen people serve him. We're not supposed to be serving him. You understand? We're not supposed to be going to his jobs. He's supposed to be coming begging us for a job. You understand? We're not supposed to be coming to him begging for clothing, food, shelter, education, healthcare. You understand? It's supposed to be the other way around. Because you know why? This bastard has no love for you. He don't care. You understand? He doesn't care that you need a house, shelter over your head, a roof over your head. He doesn't care that you need clothes. He doesn't care that you need food. He wants you dead, so-called black man, Hispanic man. But you have to understand who you are and get back to these law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. You understand? It's not supposed to be that we're supposed to be serving this wicked bastard because he's a foolish man. He knows no way. He knows no law. He doesn't know righteousness. You understand? But let's go to the book of Galatians. Salakia. Let's go to the book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 6. Chapter 6, verse 3. You understand? Because this man is a disgusting beast. We have to take high tide and get back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God, because this kingdom is due to fall, and he's gonna fall. You don't want to fall with him, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, because his just due is coming for the wickedness he did, for the crimes he's done to God's chosen people. We're gonna go to the book of Galatians, Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Here we go. Bear with me. Here we go. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 3. For if a man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. And that's Esau. Esau thinks himself so high and mighty. He thinks himself so high and mighty in this world because he goes out there and takes what he wants to take with the sword. You understand? Because he's a beast. Because he's a bully. And that's what bullies do. When they know they have the power to go over there and take what they want and do what they want to do, and no one's gonna check him or challenge him, he's gonna think of himself high. He's gonna think of himself high and he can do whatever he wants. And that's what Esau is. He's the world's bully. He's a cancer to this planet. He's a plague to this planet, a walking, talking cancer that fornicates and defecates, you understand? That can actually talk to you. You know what I'm saying? This is the only disease that can talk to you. It's going to tell you he's going to kill you. It's going to tell you he's going to raise his rent. And it's going to tell you that war's coming. And it's going to tell you he hates your black behind. It's going to tell you all that. You understand? And blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians need to understand that this person has no love. This person thinks if he thinks himself high, what does he think about you? When he has you in the ghettos. You know what I'm saying? We has you in the ghettos because he inflated the neighborhood you used to be in 20 years ago, and now you in the slums. You understand? There was a time. I know there was a time where all the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, used to live downtown in Manhattan, and the poor used to live in uptown. You understand? But then they got reversed years later, and now they want Harlem back. They want to haul him back. They want to call so high. You know why? Because this is what the white man is. He's a greedy bastard. He doesn't know when he had his fill. You understand? He's disgusted and he's greedy because he thinks of himself as something when he's really nothing. You understand? When the scriptures in this here Bible in our culture it says the white man is a devil, the Bible speaks of, and that the Most High God hates him, and he's nothing. He's nothing to the Most High God. And he should be nothing to you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. But let's go to the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 4. This is the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 4. Who oppresseth and excel himself, Slaki, who opposes and excel himself above all that is called God, all that is worship, so that he as God setteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's the mentality of this damn oppressor. He thinks of himself as God on earth. He thinks of himself as God because he can do whatever he wants. No one's ever going to check him. And he thinks himself as God being in the temple, you know what I'm saying? Think of himself as God, just like when the Romans came and sacked Jerusalem, you understand? Christ, our King, he said a time of the end times when foreigners are going to be in the temple of God. He wasn't in the temple of God. And he thought himself of God, because you know why? He conquered God's chosen people, you understand? Every time, I guarantee you, every time a black man gets killed, these wicked, disgusting people think to themselves, I got another one. I got one of God's chosen people. What's going to happen to me? Who's going to knock me off my high horse? You? You? You understand? This is what it is being ruled by disgusting people, you understand? He thinks himself a God because he can do whatever he wants. He rules this world. This is Esau's world, you understand? The scriptures say when the wicked is ruling, the people are crying. But when the righteous rule and the people rejoice, you understand? That wicked is that evil under the sun. That is Esau. You understand? That is Esau. These Edomites. You understand? We as blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians have to take our identity back. Have to take our culture back, because it's not just us to say, it's the world. Look at the world falling apart. The world is falling to state. We have to take our place back as being on top, and that's following the law, statute, commandments of God right now. You understand? Following the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God, so we can get our position back, so we can be set above all nations and put this world back in order. You understand? When our King comes back, who's ignorantly known as Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shemashia, he's coming back with a sword. He's coming back with a sword to destroy all those that go against him. You understand? And not only heathens, all those Israelite blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who did not believe in him, who did not want to follow him to this day. But the men of the IHBK, we following the Most High God in Christ. You understand? We're following the word to a T. You understand? Because we know what's at stake. We know that Israel needs to be saved. We know that this world needs to be set in order. You understand? And we know that Esau is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, and his destruction is coming. You understand? So let's go to the book of Obadiah. Slovakia. Is there any more on that verse? 1 second. Count. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. You understand? And the book of Obadiah is a good book. You understand? The book of Obadiah is a great book. When my kids come back to VA, Salakia. When my kids come back from VA, I'm going to read them the book of Obadiah every time they go to bed. That's comforting. The scriptures say the comfort in the scriptures. So God shows the people. I'm paraphrasing, you understand? That should give you comfort. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, Salakia. Bear with me, Israel. Here we go. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 3. Pride in thy heart have deceived thee, you understand? And what pride is it deceived thee? It deceived them to think of who they are, for them to think themselves as something when they're really nothing. You know what I'm saying? The pride to think of yourself as God when you're really hated by the Most High God. When you're supposed to be serving your brother. You understand? Pride deceive your heart. It's that pride to think you're untouchable. It's that pride to think you can do whatever you want on this planet. You understand? This is the only man, Esau, white man, the oppressor, the conquistador. You understand? This is the only man on the planet Earth. Everywhere he went, there's bloodshed. Everywhere he went, he stole. Everywhere he went, that people in that land say they hate you. You are disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just Israel. That's other heathens. Other heathens hate you. You understand? Because that's who Esau is. And this is why your destruction is coming. Because you are a plague on the planet Earth. Let's keep reading. Slovakia. Slovakia. Thou that dwell in the cliffs of the rocks, you understand? And that lets you know who we're talking about. The only people that dwell on the cliff of the rocks is the oppressor. He's a caveman, you understand? That's even if you're a blackity black, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know that the white man's a caveman. He's a cave dweller. You understand? Let you know who this verse in the scripture is talking about. Let's keep reading. Whose habitation is high, that set in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's what he thinks right now. Right now in 2022, right now, present time. From then, that's how he thinks in the old ancient times to now. He thinks who's going to bring him to the ground? Who's going to humble him to let him know he ain't crap? You understand? Who's going to be mighty enough to take him down? It's going to be the Most High God is going to bring him down. It's going to be the Most High God who lets him know that he ain't nothing. He was never nothing. And that his position of power is nothing. You remember in the book of Genesis how it says, and I'm paraphrasing, how the Most High God raised Pharaoh up. He raised Pharaoh up just to prove a point. And it's the same thing happening with America right now. Same thing happening with all these Edomites in power around the world. They're being raised up just so the Most High God can strike them down. Raised up, being raised up for the slaughter. You understand? The Most High God's raised up all America and all these other Edomite positions of nations of power to raise them up. America, England, Russia, wherever, just to raise you up, just to strike you down and let you know you was never nothing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You was an example for my people to realize that who they are. That you're the evil on the planet, and blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the righteous, the holy. You understand? The good. You understand? On this planet Earth. Let's keep reading. Salakia. Let's go to verse 4. Thou hast exalted Slakia. That Slakia. Thought thou exalted thyself as the eagle. Because he's high right now. He soars in the sky right now. No one, because of what he's done on the planet Earth, his raping, his robbing, his stealing, his killing, his genocide. He soars like an eagle. You know what I'm saying? He does whatever he wants. He's free. The oppressor right now is a free man. He does whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants. But a black and Hispanic, Native American Indian can't do, because we're enslaved right now. We're in captivity. We answer to the oppressor who kills us. You understand? We have to go to him to stop, to tell him to stop killing us. And how crazy is that? We go to the man who's killing us and beg him to stop killing us by protesting. We're not free. But that damn oppressor right now is free for now. He's free for now. Oh yeah. Let's keep reading. And thought thou set thy nest high among the stars. Thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. So the Most High God's gonna knock you off your high horse. The Most High God's gonna knock you off your high horse for you thinking you're free, for you setting yourself among the stars. And the stars is us. He set himself among the stars, and that's blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. We're the stars of this. You know what I'm saying? We're the lost 12 tribes of Israel. We're the ones who God has chosen. We're the stars of here. You understand? We're the stars of the world. Because only blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have the spirit, the law, statutes, commandments to bring this planet back in order. You know what I'm saying? The elect of the 144,000 are going to be 12,000 members out of the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? To rule this planet. That's not 12,000 members of each Edomite tribe. No, the Edomites are going to be our slaves. You know what I'm saying? The Edomites are gonna go into change. You understand? The scriptures say though the scriptures say who the Talakia. I'm paraphrasing. The scriptures in the Bible says if you lead in captivity, you are going to go into captivity. Who's led the people into captivity? Who's led blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians into captivity in this country? You understand? That's you so-called white man. You so-called British man. You so-called Spanish man. You so-called Italian man, Belgian man, German man, Swiss man, Dutch man. You are the people who put blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians into slavery in this country. You understand? And you're gonna pay for that. The Most High God's gonna destroy you for that. The Most High God's gonna set you down to the ground to get you off your high horse. He's gonna humble you for one final time, and you're never gonna get out of that. The same way you don't show us mercy, you're not getting that same so-called mercy. You understand? But let's go to the book of Romans. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 22. Salakia. Khan. The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 22. And it reads, professing themselves to be wise, they become fools, you understand? Because they call themselves wise. They thought it was wise. They thought it was wise of them to have God's chosen people as slaves for free labor. They thought it was wise, you understand? To have God's chosen people for free labor to enslave them, you understand? And that wasn't so-called wise. It was disgusting, you understand? Let's keep reading. Salakia. Verse 23. And change the glory of the uncorruptible God into the image made like the corruptible man. And that's what he did. When you see our King Yahweh Shah and he's painted and he's depicted as some moist, disgusting homosexual bastard, you understand? He's changed the image of an incorruptible man, our king, you understand? Yahweh Shah, into something disgusting. He's changed that image. And even when you have the paintings over there in those churches, when they have the Most High God looking white, pointing his finger to another man, which looks so disgusting, which looks so LGBTQ, you understand? He's changed the image to something pure, uncorruptible into something corruptible. Because you know why? The white man, the oppressor, is corruptible. Look at the things he's done. History tells you, he's corruptible. How many treaties he signed with the North American Indians, the Galites and the Reubenites? Over 100, over 170, 180, and broke all of them. That's corruption. You can't keep your word. You understand? All the corrupt backdoor deals they do within their boundaries and laws in this country. You understand how they get down? They are disgusting, untrustworthy people. You understand? And we should not follow them anymore. We have to break away from them. The word holy means to be separate. You understand? Let's get to the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Salakia. book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Salak, you bear with me as well. Here we go. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slaved them. Salak, whose possessors slaved them. And you know who's the possessors? Who's the possessors and the them, the first words the scripture's saying. The them is us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and our possessors is the oppressor, is Esau, because we're still in captivity from them there. They slay us. They slay us with the sword, which is now the gun. They slay us with paperwork, man. They slay us with paperwork where you're trying to get that F off your damn record. That F is a felony to get a better job. You understand? They slay you with paperwork. If that woman wants to get a house through Section 8, they make sure that man ain't there. They keep the man at the house. You understand? They slay us with paperwork that our fathers are not there because it's damn goddamn war on drugs. Brothers in there doing football numbers for weed and crack and all that stuff. You understand? And they slay us with the gun because you turn on the TV, it's another brother being gunned down by a no-knock warrant because they got the wrong house. You understand? It's genocide on blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians still. We have to wake up, man. Let's keep reading. And hold themselves not guilty, you understand? If it's their court, if it's their land, they're going to hold themselves not guilty. Just like they would drag a man out of his house to hang him in front of people. They're going to hold themselves not guilty because they feel like they can do that. Because you know why? They rule this disgusting world. This is their world. This is the curse of black Hispanic Native American man for not following the Most High God. They hold themselves not guilty. The brother who got shot a couple months ago, the young brother who got shot at 90 times and got hit 60 and died, was killed. None of those police officers are going to go to jail for that. They're going to go. They're going to be. They're going to be shipped off to another jail to lock it to another police around the nation, North America, and get a good high paid job. You understand? There's no justice for that. All those no knock warrants when those brothers get shot down or killed, those police officers will not see a time in jail or see a time in the goddamn courtroom for what they did because they hold themselves not accountable because they slay us to get away with it. You understand? This is who our oppressor is, and this is why Esau's word is his destruction. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you the Most High God's telling you. These are not the words of me. I'm just a priest and prophet of the Most High God, and I actually became under command and junior honor, let you know that Esau's time is up. Esau's time is up, and his word is his destruction. You understand? Let's keep reading. Finish this up for the night. Salakia. And they set sail, Salakia. And they that sell them say, Salakia, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. You understand? Our own shepherds, like they don't pity us because they're the ones we were in captivity up under them with the knee or non. They don't pity us. You understand? They don't pity. They don't care when you go to social services and your mother's trying to get WIC on some food stamps, and the kids can't get no food, no hot food, no food in the house, and they deny that sister. They deny that sister, and they play mind games with that sister, trying to make it seem like it's her fault. It's her fault why everything's going on to us. In all actuality, it's this goddamn country fault what's going on to us. You understand? How do you tell people who's been held back for 40 years? For 40 years, you understand? To pull themselves by the bootstrap. You had a 400-year head start. A 400-year head start and free labor by our people, by black Hispanics, Native American Indians. You tell us to pull ourselves by our bootstraps. It's disgusting, man. This is why Esau's word is his destruction. And it's coming, you understand, through the Most High God. Because you know why? If you go to the, as a matter of fact, let's go to the book of Romans right now. I'm going to bring it up again in part 2. You understand? I'm going to go to the book of Romans, you understand? Because this should be comfort for our people. Let them know who the Most High God loves and hates, you understand? Because it's disgusting what's going on right now, man. Go to the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. Salakia. As it is written, Jacob have I loved. And when you read and you see Jacob, it's Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. When you see Jacob, that's so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You understand? The Most High God loves you. He loves you and he cares for you and he wants you to act right. He wants you to come back to the law, statute, commandments. You understand? His arms is open for blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Like a good father, get right. Get right, and all these curses will get off you. Get right, and this punishment will be off you. Understand? But let's continue. The part you need to hear as a black, Hispanic, and Native American man. But Esau have I hated, and that's you, so-called British man. That's you so-called Portuguese man, Spanish man, German man, all European. You too, Greenland. You ain't out of this. He hates y'all too. And the European American, that pale-faced so-called white man in North America, he hates you too. You understand? Because of what you've done to blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Your word is your destruction. You understand? It's coming to you, and it's coming to you hot and fast very soon. But for that, I am Priest and Officer 50 Yashawam Yala. This is the IHUPK Commander 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the Command and Journey Honor. And since 1969, we've been letting the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that we are the true chosen people of God according to the Bible. Come back to the Most High God. Follow the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God. We can get these curses lifted off of us. It's written. It's written right here. We have instructions to get back to the Most High God. We have instructions how to live because we are holy people. We are separate from all these other nations, man. Don't be a part of what Esau does. Don't get the destruction that's coming to him because it's coming soon. It's coming soon. Pay attention to the signs. The signs is in the Bible. You ask the Lord to speak to you, right? Black man, Hispanic, Native American man. He talks to you through this. This is how he's talking to you. He's communicating to you through these. You know what I'm saying? The King James Version Bible. The Apocrypha was in there, but the white man took it out. You know what I'm saying? But come back to the Most High God, and that's my time, Israel. Shalom.